Hello, everyone. News Channel 3 Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson with a Facebook and YouTube live weather update on a Tuesday night. And I apologize for being on a little bit later. I'm trying to, for some reason, our streaming platform here decided to get rid of my Facebook page on this particular feed, WWMT's Keith Thompson. So spent a few minutes trying to fix that to no avail. So we'll just go on here. I'm on Weatherman Keith YouTube page, and of course on the News Channel 3 Facebook and YouTube pages. So there's plenty of opportunity to see the update, right? A lot more relaxed. And by the way, let me squeeze this up a little bit so you can see what's going on there. Check out, oh, that's not the screen I wanted to go to. Hold on, let's see if this one, there we go. There you see that kite surfer that's out there. That's pretty awesome. This is a live view looking over South Beach there in South Haven. And gotta love that view there. I'm trying to see. It looks like he's standing right next to the pier. I don't think he's out over the water right now. I would think if he turned that kite just a little bit, he would catch that wind, and then he would be zipping across the waves there. There you go. Maybe he's trying to bring it in. I don't know. Oh, no, I guess he is. There he goes. Look at that, folks. Riding the waves out there, and there you can see him zipping across. Again, this is live in South Beach. Hey, with that warm water out there and that good wind. Now, notice he's on the south side of the South Pier. Also notice there's a red flag flying there. And notice, though, how different the water is on the north side of the North Pier. You see how rough the water is there on the north side of the North Pier? Why? Because we have a northwest wind. That's what's blowing in the cooler air. And that also has that, what I think is aptly termed that washing machine effect. So if you were in the water, which it would be, you would be fined if you were in the water, certainly on the north side of the North Pier, that would be quite dangerous, quite hazardous because of not just the wave action there, but the current action as well. So that's what we're looking at there as we check out the scene live, a sunset, but also here he comes. Look at the kite surfer is now heading back toward the beach. And he is zipping right along there. Oh, it looks like he got some air. There you go. I guess I could just sort of like watch this for a little while. Between the kite surfer on the south side of the South Pier and those waves crashing into the North Pier here, we have a lot to see. All right. I guess you're here for the weather, though. Good evening to you, K&M. Thanks for being here. Melissa, Jennifer in Kalamazoo. Lisa, hello to you. Loving the cooler weather. If you have stepped outside, you can already start to feel it. Changes are afoot as the cooler, drier air is coming in. Carla, thanks very much for that. I appreciate it. Definitely windy, yeah, and it's a cool breeze coming in here. Cooling off for sure, Shannon. Taco Tuesday, Mike, thanks for the reminder there. I did not have tacos today, but I am enjoying Taco Tuesday nonetheless, and enjoying that kite surfer out there as well. Linda, pleasant evening to you too. Thank you so much for being here. I sort of really don't want to go away from the view here, but I guess we're going to have to. But it's interesting watching that person do that kite surfing. I think that would be awfully fun. And you must have some, look, there he goes, up in the air. You must have some tremendous calf and, we got dragged a little bit there, calf and thigh strength there. Your glutes and your hammies must be really, really tough to do something like that. Is that another kite? Yeah, somebody else has just a kite out there. Okay. All right, I'll move away from this. Sorry about that. Loving having the windows open finally. Yeah, it is window open time for sure. Michelle, hello to you. Windy and rough Clearwater Beach. Hello to the Gulf Coast there on the FLA there. And thanks for checking in. Appreciate it very much over there in the Tampa area. Heidi, thanks for the thanks. I wish I could take responsibility or take credit for it anyway. Mike, thanks again. Timmy, BC in the house. Nice and cool, enjoying the weather. I know when I get home tonight, I'm going to be giving my AC a break. Let's talk about that air quality update. Oh, wow, that is crazy. Look at that, 65th wedding anniversary. Thanks for posting that on there. All right, our air quality update is definitely in the good category for tomorrow. And what a week it's been, right? Last Thursday, so almost a week ago, we were in that very unhealthy category. Into Friday, it was just hazardous. Well, we worked our way back up. Tomorrow, our air quality is good. And I don't think we're going to have any issues for a little while. As long as the fires are burning there in Ontario and also northern Minnesota, we're not out of the woods just yet. But things are looking good for us, certainly for the near future. All right, we go hour by hour for tomorrow. Look at that, sunny, much cooler and less humid. You know, if you were watching me last night, if you were with us here, if you were chatting with me on our Facebook and YouTube Live last night, remember, not only was I talking about the temperature getting more comfortable, but remember the dew points going down from about 70 this morning around sunrise, tomorrow at sunrise, about 45 degrees. We're talking about 25 degrees on the dew point. That goes from wool, it's a little bit sticky out here, to it is comfortably dry, cool and sort of crisp. Terry said we didn't get any rain. Yeah, I know. I said we didn't. Yeah, I agree. You know, I did say last night it was looking like our rain chances were falling apart before our eyes last night on our Facebook and YouTube Live updates. And I remember saying, if we don't get any out of this, we're probably not going to be getting anything substantial for a while. I do think Monday is our next crack at it. But between now and then, right, that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's 5 more days of dry weather. So if you're wondering about your yard, it probably needs water. If you're wondering why the grass isn't growing so fast and you don't have to mow so much, it's because we need water. And the same for the gardens as well. Thanks for the share. Appreciate it there. Mike, George, always good to see you. I appreciate that so much. Thanks for being here. And Katie in the house. What a wonderful day. We could just stay like this. Oh, you're going to love tomorrow. I got to see if my good buddy Chris is going to be here from Coopersville. You know, he is a colder lover, and he is going to love this stuff going forward. Lily, hello to you. Christine, hello in Battle Creek. Jenny, loving the drop in temperature and humidity. Yeah, that's for sure. I wish we would have gotten more rain out of it too. We need to have one of those dew point drop parties. Remember that? Last year we had those? A dew point drop party. We certainly would have had a big one because we were going down 25 degrees over 24 hours with that dew point. Nice and cool in Bloomingdale. Brenda, it will be okay to turn. Yes, I would say definitely give that AC a break. Turn it off. Enjoy turning it to off. And then open up the windows. I will say this. If you saw my post on my Facebook page a couple hours ago, you know, I noted that this is going to be the coolest stretch of mornings that we've had in almost a month. And I will say this, you might wake up with a chill. Maybe not tomorrow morning. It's possible. We're going to be down in the mid 50s. But I got to tell you what, you leave those windows open tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, by Thursday morning, it's going to be chilly. We're talking about lows in the low 50s. Got a little bit of rain in Marshall. All right, Ron, I'll show that to you on the radar coming up. It is not very much. It is not very much, and it's certainly not going to take away the need for the garden hose. That's for sure. Joanne, yeah, a little bit of rain this morning. We're not getting much. Dana, how long for the window open cool? Well, if you're talking about nighttime mornings, I would say through Friday and maybe even Saturday. It's going to start to get more humid, hotter and humid on Saturday, more so on Sunday, and then into Monday. So I really think we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think we have a good 3 to 4 days of some open window time there. It does feel better out there for sure. Got the moon out there, Jeanette. Thanks so much for that update there from Coldwater. Dana, I hope I answered your question there. Sally, no rain, but you got your walk in today. That's good. Leslie, good evening to you. We need the rain. We definitely need the rain. Sharon, hello to you. Thank you so much. If you were talking about me and not the weather, by the way. David, the smoke outlook is primo. We are good. Tomorrow's forecast on the air quality index is in the good range. That's nice. And as I said at 6 tonight, if you're watching me on News Channel 3, we now have a different appreciation, right, for that clear air, for the good air. Leslie, windows open there. I'm going to open mine as soon as I get home. I know that. I bet so. They're K&M, yeah. Welcome change. Chill is good, Brenda, you bet. All right, cool. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. All right, let's move on. There's our tomorrow forecast. Look at this. You know what's at the heart of this is these winds. Look at this. They were out of the northwest. Now they're out of the north. Remember that washing machine effect I said? Look, if you're on the north side of north-facing piers or on the north side of breakwaters and piers, Tomorrow, dangerous swimming. In fact, we have a beach hazard statement for dangerous swimming all up and down all of our West Michigan beaches, because it's going to, the current action tomorrow, the wave action is going to be hazardous. So as I say, read the flags, heed the flags. They were red today in South Haven. I'm sure they were red up and down the lakeshore. So make sure you're in touch with that. It's this north wind. Look at all those wind arrows coming in out of the north at about 10 to 15-ish miles per hour. That's what's bringing in the cooler air. And look at this. It's already 57 in Cadillac, 60 in Traverse City. We have mid-50s right now in Mackinac. Yesterday, it was a little warm and humid. Tonight, this evening, it is sweater cold. Hey, you know, if you've been to Mackinac, I don't care if you're going in the middle of July, you better take all seasons worth of clothes and better know what's going on with the weather there, because it can be really chilly and turn on a dime. I'll tell you this, I've gone camping up in the UP the first week of August, I think it was, up in the Upper Peninsula there, and I had to make a run to the Ace Hardware store up there in Munising to get some warm socks and gloves. It's freezing up there. So you never know what you're going to get up there. Although last night they had those tremendous thunderstorms. That is a definite no thank you when you're in a tent. I've done that too up there in the UP. Let's see, Gary, Ann Arbor Saturday. Looking good. Looking good for the concert. Looking good. Have fun. Good news for sure, David. Good news for sure. Smoke gone. Yeah, that's good for now. Sheila, good night to you. Thank you so much. Richard, rain and thunderstorms there in the PA. A couple of tornadoes there in the PA. A little bit rough riding right now in the Keystone State. Richard, thanks for that update. You should be getting some better weather coming in. I know it's been rough in Ohio and Pennsylvania today as that cold front pushes off to the south. I think it will improve your weather there as well. Let's look at our daily max temps for the next 5 days. Remember, our typical high this time of year is 83, 84 degrees. So we're going to be below that substantially tomorrow, still below it Thursday, a little below it on Friday. We're going to catch up on Saturday and Sunday. But the key to the Saturday, Sunday, you see 84, 86, and you think, well, there's not much difference between those two. I'll tell you this, though. Dew point Saturday afternoon, low 60s, a little bit humid. Dew point Sunday afternoon, upper 60s, sweating time. So we'll be sweating more on Sunday than on Saturday. I think I'll go from here to the temps. Already starting to cool off. Look at Big Rapids, sporting a 59. Shannon Joe's not in the room with us here from Pearson, but you got a sweater going on up there right now. Fremont at 61. The rest of West Michigan, mid to upper 60s, even some low 70s. Oh, yeah, Drummond Island certainly could be some chilly up there for sure in the middle of summer. Like I said, once you get up north, especially north of the bridge, it's all bets are off. Look at these dew points. Remember this morning we started off in the upper 60s to around 70, and it's still a little bit humid, still very comfortable. I-94 south, but you want some comfy air? Look at those 50s. Holland, Grand Rapids, Ionia. Look at the upper 40s in Big Rapids. You see that blue area up there? That's where we have dew points in the 40s. So some of that refreshing air is moving in, and it's going to overspread all of West Michigan tomorrow. It's going to be a very different feel from what we've had in quite a while. Like I said, the coolest air that we've had in almost a month. Almost a month. All right, live Doppler radar showing the last of those showers, Ron, you were talking about there. For example, you got that one sprinkle. I see it. One lone shower right over Marshall right now. Got a little bit going on now in northern Indiana, northeast Indiana, northwest Ohio. But the trend here is certainly drier and cooler. Cool breeze in Bloomingdale. Love it. Love it. Oh, you're so very nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. Well, tell her hello, Brenda. Thank you so much. Oh, going back home to Florida. Oh, they went back home. Okay. All right. Well, safe travels to them. Back to the heat and humidity. We get a break from it. For us, we complain about, it's so hot and humid, but we know that it won't last for too long. Of course, there it is SOP, standard operating procedure. Let's go 7-day here. Checking out a very nice forecast here. Lots of sunshine. Don't expect smoke to be an issue. Over the weekend, we're going to start to get warmer, a little bit more humid. You know what I always say? Look at those low temperatures. See how they bounce from 56 Saturday to 64 on Sunday and Monday? That's a clue that the dew points are on the rise there Sunday and Monday, and so it will be a little more humid for Sunday and also Monday. A little bit of wind there in East Leroy. Thanks for chiming in with that, Christina. Thanks so much. Prefer snow any day, Kelly. And right on time. Chris is here in Coopersville. I know that I already referred to you a little bit earlier. I said, I know that you're loving this. That cool breeze out there. You're going to love it, Chris, tomorrow. And look at that, Thursday morning, 52. And, in Coopersville, you might even be looking at some upper 40s, so around 50 degrees. So that's the only thing missing from this forecast that would make it perfect, Katie, is if we had some showers in here. But I will say, I think it's going to be dry until at least next Monday. Lower temps, lower dew points for a few days for sure. Thanks very much, Timmy, and I'll pass that along too. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate. I got 9:40 on the clock, which means I'll be live in 20 minutes on ARC, Western Michigan, live in an hour 20 on the Mothership, News Channel 3. If you can't catch me in one of those, don't forget, I'm on social media. WWMT is Keith Thompson. And then also on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. YouTube, Instagram, and Threads, the @ Weatherman Keith, @Weatherman Keith. Joanne, thanks so much. Tyra, I'm doing great. I hope you are too. Jennifer in the house, grilled brats on the grill today. Awesome. Tomorrow will be a great time to do that too. Thanks to you, Lily. Appreciate it. Chris says 40s are even better. I got it. Katie, I hope you have a good evening as well. Hey, Jeff Porter in the morning will be here 4:30 to 9 a.m. Must See TV, of course, as always, with live weather updates. He's got you again at noon. I am off tomorrow. I worked Sunday morning, for those of you who were with me Sunday morning, as I worked for Colin. I worked Sunday morning, and so I'm taking tomorrow off, and I'm taking Thursday off. So, Will, you will be in the very capable hands of Will Haney. He'll be in for me tomorrow evening and Thursday evening. I'll be back for you on Friday night. Thanks, Brenda. I'll see you at 10 and 11. Appreciate that very much. Karen, hello to you in BC. Ron, thank God it's getting cool. That's for sure. Leslie, I hope you have a great night as well. Mike, appreciate it. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Hey, be safe. Enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy that cooler air. And don't think that fall's here. It's not. It's just a little bit of break from summer. Nice to turn off the AC. You bet. And open up those windows, Andrew. I am with you 100%. Give the AC a break while you can. Hello to you, Barb. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it very much. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate. Have a great night tonight. Get some good rest. Hey, tomorrow's hump day. Let's hit it hard so that when we meet again on Wednesday night, of course, it's going to be Will, like I said, but we'll be then aiming at another weekend. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon.